presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line, and the Atlanta Falcons. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go. 38.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got a noon one. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go.
Now McKinnon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got Snead. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Brought in left side by Snead. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They run once more with McKinnon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Matt Ioannidis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Always got some breathing room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got Rome. And now off to the races down the right side.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. What? None.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Come on, let's go. What? None.
Right back to Dixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 38.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him for a loss of 4. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Newell's got it, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
In motion, the tight end. They're going to look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. And the D looking like they may blitz. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Ryan. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3-point.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Here's Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. John Simon coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, Ryan. His pass caught with the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Snead, the receiver, in motion left. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
A dump down to McKinnon. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left! Watch left! Watch left! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What?
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 1st and goal here from the 9. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go!
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a noon one. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. John Simon. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This to make it a 3-score game late. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they're punching into the end zone.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here we go, Ohio!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Here we go!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Drops it off for Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Coleman. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. Going for it all. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Coleman now. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
This is Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Ryan wants to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run to help lead the way. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And the Colts coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Go!